Welcome to the true second matchup here at the Utah Tour Stop. I'm Matthew Burrows here with Jarrett Rouse, and we have an amazing matchup here for you. We have WySpike Toxicity, currently ranked number 20 by Lefty on 2, and then we have Finocchi Church, who we are seeing for the third time in a row on stream today, and they're going to have to battle out for second place. WySpike Toxicity is an official team, so they will be trying to get that pro bid. Finocchi Church maybe just trying to get a little bit more points, a little bit more money.
You would think this would be evenly matched. Finocchi's on the best team in the world, number 1. Church is on the 19th. That adds up to 20.
That is
20 playing 20.
20 playing 20. This should be a good matchup. And WySpike Toxicity did play Hornock Murphy really closely. They went to 3 and they lost in game 3, 22-20.
22-20.
So they should be looking pretty strong, feeling pretty confident. They are Texas players, so you know they're going to be serving.
And if you missed Garrett's post-game interview with myself, he said WySpike Toxicity is the best team he's played at a tour stop all year. And that shows you why.
And that is going to be a nice serve after starting on the receive, so they will be up the double break already. David Louis, known for his serve consistency, that is also very just great serves.
Yeah.
Cut, reverse cut, and drop combo. But he will double fault there. Luke Mowry a little bit more lefty-righty ambidextrous, maybe sort of like a Michigan style.
Yeah.
So these players, Luke Mowry sort of new to the pro scene, I would say. We played in 2019. We earned Premier that season, but didn't really get a chance to get a lot of points to make a run at pro.
Ooh, almost a perfect drop by Church, but double nicks the rim on the way down.
So we'll see him here. Sometimes Luke Mowry does struggle with consistency on getting the ball on the net, but when he does, they can be quite wide and quite deadly. So we'll see if we'll get the consistency this game or not. And just like that, yes,
smokes,
they are wide, especially his left hand. Somehow he's a righty, been a righty his whole life, but somehow he found a left hand and he just uses it to murder people. And that one
went right back to it. You notice when Mowry faked there, he was looking straight at Finocchi, looking for the bite. So that's, you know, he's not decided when he starts to serve. He is truly calculating.
Yeah, he's stepping, looking for you to take a step, and he's going to try to bite you the other direction.
Good serve right back at him.
Going out wide, gets the hand to the ball. It just makes bad contact. Finocchi with the reverse. Louis handles it well. A little bit of a weak hit, but he's going to get away with it. And Gabe Finocchi, unfortunately, is not allowed to make the soft touch play because the ball was on the way down. David Louis cannot be making those sort of hitting errors this early into the series. David Louis first serve now. Going to find that front rim. Second serve. From Louis here to be wearing a sleeve and pants. It is a little bit warm. He's also in all black. Luke Mowry showing a little bit of inexperience here, getting aced against players he's never really played before. Maybe a little bit nervous. He's never been this deep in a tour stop before. This is his first sort of semifinals run to second place matchup. I know he's probably nervous to get that pro bid.
Yeah, this would be huge for them.
Looking left, right. Goes for the left. It's wide enough, a bad touch. Luke Mowry's going to get another break off that left hand. And I told people on Facebook, buy Luke Mowry stock right now because this guy's only getting better. Sees Church move left, wants the righty, doesn't find the angle.
I'm pulling up my stocks on my phone right now, Matt.
The drop, and it's on the net, and there it is.
I just doubled my order.
Another break. I'm about $1,000 right now. This guy is like Bitcoin. He's going to the moon. And that is just slow and fast.
What?
And that's the other thing about Luke Mowry. Little known fact, WySpike's actually developing a round net workout plan developed by Luke Mowry.
Really?
So coming soon. Trying our best to get it perfected. We're trying to get some demonstrations together. Some of the exercises are a little bit non-conventional. So yeah, he's the one that heads that.
I haven't heard of this. I would love to. I'd be interested.
Yeah, we'll get you the details. But he's the one that heads that up. So he's a very strong, very explosive individual. So that's why you'll see those low, fast serves come through nice and hot. David Louis, also an extreme serving threat. That one's going to hit rim. I think Finocchi kind of wanted to play it, but got jammed just a little too much. Second serve is going to go wide.
Yeah, that might have been a little high.
Yeah, just a little too high. Church up to serve. Steps right. Looking wide. Looks like they want to play it. If Luke Mowry
looks
can
like
get
a rim.
Ooh, that's tough. The set comes back just a little bit. Maybe don't play that. I mean, it is a fault. Taylor Church, not the best server on the net. Potentially the weakest server on the net. Might not need to play these faults if you don't have to, but they're going to play that one and get away with it this time.
I think he opted to play it because Church did get him on his last go-round.
That's fair.
So maybe he felt like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to play it.
Yeah, you really never know what's going to happen against Church, so.
True.
If you have a ball that pops right up to you, maybe you're just going to opt to take something that you can see. And there it is, another lefty out of Luke Mowry. And they're always just a little bit wider than you think. And then sometimes they don't go as wide as you think they're going to go, and then you get jammed.
Yeah.
So
crazy. I don't know if I've ever played against Luke.
Probably not. He's pretty new. This is his second tour stop of the season. The first one he played with his brother Colton Mowry at Garland. Oh. Sorry. The first one he played at the Garland tour stop with his brother Colton Mowry. They did not do very well. They didn't make it into the pro bracket. I believe his brother didn't even want to play in the premier bracket. He only wanted to play pro. So they didn't even show up on Sunday, which is a little bit tough.
Wow,
but
great
David
reverse
Louis
by David right there.
Going to take the reverse cut.
It is now 14-9.
14. I am falling behind on score. I apologize. Thank you for bearing with me. David Louis just getting too many aces. And there's a short. Church is able to scoop it up nicely, pushes it away, nice and low. Seen a lot of great shots out of Church.
Besides for the start of the finals when he had, I think, like 3 hitting errors in a row, but
yeah.
Other than that, when he's feeling smooth and rhythmic, it's really fun to watch as a hitter.
Church now, his follow through looked like he was trying to go for a little bit of reverse, but I'm not sure he has that in the bag. Might be just trying to put some weird spin on the ball, make it a change up. That's going to be a drop. Louis is able to get there. Luke Mowry keeps the ball nice and low, but over the net.
Yep. Louis
is able to get up in time. So 15-10. Ball back over to Luke Mowry. Steps left, looks for it.
Just got under that one.
Yeah.
Lost it a little bit.
Second serve here. The righty. It's nice and wide and a bad touch from Finocchi, and that's going to be another break.
Wow.
And just the power coming out from Luke Mowry so far. Looks for the lefties short, and he's going to find it again. Oh.
Just in front of the rim.
I thought he was dancing on him for a second.
Like,
I was
wow.
like, dang, okay, he's really confident. But no, not going to find it there, unfortunately. That would have been really funny.
Cross step, dance move.
That would have been the WySpike Toxicity for sure.
Hence the name. Is
Hence
that where it
the
comes
name.
from?
Yeah,
you know?
it's just a little bit of it's just a little bit of a Texas thing. It's
wow, well done.
That's definitely not a Texas thing. That's a Gabe thing, as he aces David Louis really wide. That one's gonna go too high. Finocchi getting some nice turn on this ball. Wow. Clip it. Holy cow.
It came up high. It still stayed under shoulder height, but dang, that was wide reverse.
Wow. Yeah. David Louis is able to get a handle on this one. It goes up. Calling something bad on there.
And then
I think maybe a little bit high, possibly. But maybe not a call you want to
high.
make. Okay, so they do call high. That's good. It was a tough recovery set for Luke Mowry to make there. And a double fault, so
worked out for him.
WySpike Toxicity will hold on. That's a pretty good call. That could have been huge.
Yeah.
If they would have lost that point, it would have been like, it would have been 14-16 now, and a much closer game. David Louis got another one here.
Reverse? Oh.
He does also try to push a little bit, not usually too much. I don't think the push is the move in this game. Both of these receivers are very strong. Luke Mowry thinks about playing that one. David says, hey, this one's a little bit too low. I don't want to risk the recovery set. David Louis, known to doof up a David set every now and then. That's what we like to call him. So ball back in Luke Mowry's hand. They are up 4 still. No pressure to really get another break here, but it would be nice. Swinging with the lefty. Doing a sort of Ryan Marino-esque move where he steps and tosses at the same time.
Yeah.
Going for the short.
Wow.
Church is on his heels. He's just going to find him, and that's one of the deadliest parts is that you're so busy thinking about, oh my goodness, the pure speed. You're so busy thinking about the left, right,
Yeah.
sometimes you forget the drop is a factor. Second serve here. Another drop. Finocchi not able to get there, but didn't need to.
But I really like how Mowry's setting them up. He sets up serve here, and then when he can come in with that drop, might not even been the best drop, but because he's setting up with other hard serves left and right, causes issues.
And those are going to go high from Finocchi. So game point 15 here for WySpike Toxicity. Looking to take game 1 here in this true second matchup and get one step closer to that pro bid. Wearing the matching Lone Star jerseys. Ooh. David Louis with a nice reverse. It's really low. Church gets a nice hand on it. Mowry gives a bid for it, but can't quite reach it. Church just hitting too cleanly. Ball over to Church. All I need is one more hold. Definitely would rather be serve returning Church than Finocchi here. That's going to be a little push. Louis handles it well and is going to put it away for the win. 21-16, WySpike Toxicity taking game 1. And that, wow, that was just a really great showing. Luke Mowry, at first, I was a little bit worried that he was going to, get too flustered, maybe a little bit too nervous, a little jittery. He did get aced a couple times early, and that was kind of making me nervous. But as soon as he got the ball back into his hands, he was able to make some plays happen. That was really crucial.
It was fun to watch. I've played David Louis once before. Actually with Ryan, before we were actually partners. In a Texas tournament, and we had a fun matchup. We ended up taking him, but I enjoyed playing him, so it's fun to watch him now competing against someone else. I've never seen Luke, so they play clean. They have dirty serves, and wow, that's scary.
Yeah. I'm excited to see game 2. We'll be right back. All right, welcome to game 2 of our true second matchup here between WySpike Toxicity and Finocchi Church. WySpike Toxicity taking game 1. I believe it was 21-16, so looking very strong there out on the field. Very strong.
They're going to be looking here. Their key is those consistent low serves. Wide, good cuts, reverses, and then Mowry with that left. That was insane. Imagine having that left.
He gets them out wide. I'm left-handed, and I can't even get it that way with my left. So a double fault there start off for WySpike Toxicity, so they will be starting serving this time. Won't start up the 2-0 like last time. Finocchi going to look for that left hand of his own, maybe feeling a little bit inspired. Swings for reverse there, doesn't find it either.
Dang. I feel like Gabe's pressing a little much. I feel like he feels that he has to put a lot on his shoulders. Oh my, okay.
He's going to call him. Luke Mowry, so Luke Mowry is kind of a funny guy. He will always usually just sort of walk away from a play and just like act like it's his point, and then as soon as someone calls it, he's like, yeah, no, you're totally right.
Yeah.
But he's definitely going to make you call the points.
Being a competitor, that's being a smart competitor. Let me just say it that way.
Church with a nice low serve, but Louis able to handle it. Nice little recovery, keeping the ball right over the net. 2-2. Went all the way around, and that ball is just low and fast.
It's crazy. He generates a lot of power on the ball.
And David Louis also does a great job of disguising. He does the same little arm wiggle every serve, so you never really know what he's going to do. And that's going to be too high. I think Church for a second there thought it was clean, so he saw him run over to Finocchi and then realized, oh, too high. Finocchi going out wide. You see Louis nod his head. Yep, he knows what he did.
Stuck in the fingers.
It's just a great serve from Finocchi, and that one would have been absolutely disgusting.
So much action.
And that one's going to be too high. But yeah, sometimes when those reverses come and they get sort of behind you and you're reaching for it, it's hard for it to not get caught in those fingers just a little bit. Luke Mowry looking for the left, faking the lefty, knowing that they might want to bite on it a little bit more. Second serve here. Can't find the net. So not many serves on from Toxicity so far. Just the one ace from Louis.
That's the key to their success. So They got to turn that around.
Church hitting rim. Plays a little bit too fast. Good choice not to play that. The second. That one's up nicely. David Louis with a nice little flick backwards. No one there.
Well done.
Hits into a nice open spot. That's a good shot selection. David serving to Church now. A reverse cut. Church maybe could have stayed down to get under it, but I'm not quite sure. Pops up either way. David Louis with a nice serve. Going for a reverse again. You'll see David Louis sticks his tongue out every time he serves. I think
intentionally?
I think both members.
Is it unintentionally?
I think it's just what he does. And that is a nice lefty from Finocchi. And holy cow, he gets that one wide.
Luke thought it was rim. So even though David feels like he got aced, his partner has the right to go to the observers if he thought it was rim.
It did say really low. Observers chatting about it for a little while, so they're going to call a redo.
They must have had a split decision, tough angle.
All right, they got all the angles out here, so hopefully just a split decision.
You're right.
Shouldn't be missing any angles with 3 observers, but it is
6-5.
6. I got it backwards. That's my bad. 6-5. Second, gonna find the rim that time. Oh, so it was 6s. Now it's 6-7. He's on the left. Yeah, so 7-6 here. Luke Mowry serving again. You'll notice, I don't know, can you find any pattern to which the way he's stepping?
Personally, no.
I mean, I can't either. I was just wondering if you could.
Yeah. I can start to focus on it more.
we should notice. Church serving nice and low. Mowry gets it up cleanly, pushes it away.
He went in.
No, he
lost his footing, rolled
he tried his best to stay out, laying on his arm. Maybe, I don't know, got to just try to jump over it if possible. Tough there. He had a good shot, just couldn't quite stay out. Church slipping it up high. David Louis just going to flick that one away. So only losing the mini break there from WySpike Toxicity. They were up the mini break, now just down the mini break. Not too big a deal. Certainly not as comfortable as last game where they had a lot of breaks.
It comes down to the serves. They haven't really landed any big ones. Just that one reverse.
Right. And just that reverse as well. David Louis.
That almost just looked like a push.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It didn't have too much angle.
He tries to push sometimes.
He does. And that's going to be another push/reverse. Maybe it's just a weak reverse. Maybe it's just a push. They're pretty much the same thing. But another break for David Louis. And he's going to drop it there. Church is able to scoop it up. Put it into, I think David Louis might have got to touch it with his knee, but put it away regardless.
Way to get 2 breaks for them, though. That's what they need. That sort of pressure.
A little bit of cushion, a little bit of relief from the...
Yeah.
They play through it regardless. Maybe just at that shoulder level, not quite sure. It's a hard hit to get back on, and that lefty is for sure not high. That one's going to be nice and low and wide.
Holy moly.
Finocchi trying to say, I've got a lefty too. And a righty. Would love to see him go for the lefty reverse. Or just a regular reverse. They're thinking maybe high. Going to go to observers. It is close.
At its apex, it was high, but it might have passed his shoulder.
When it passed him, yeah.
I think it was clean when it passed.
And that is what matters. So we will see. Observers meeting just off camera. You can't quite see them. Talking for a while. They've been getting feedback from Dan Abrams all day about how to make the best, most consistent calls possible. Talking for a while again. They're probably trying not to do a whole bunch of redos, because if there was just redos, then what would the observers be for? They call clean. Church is hyped up about that one, and they're going to take 2 right back. Goes out wide. And I think Luke Mowry is calling his toe bad. I think that's a call you got to leave to observers. Finocchi's saying he didn't move. He's standing still, trying not to move. I think it's just going to have to be a redo, unfortunately. I think Luke Mowry's got to leave that to the observers and just play. I don't think, you know, the 1 or 2 centimeters from Gabe's foot possibly going on the line is really that much of a game changer. Just got to kind of play it out. be confident in your partner, be confident in your setting ability. Play on here. Also don't really want to make Finocchi any more madder than you need him to be.
Yeah.
If he's swinging with a vengeance, that could mean bad news for you. Oh, wow. Makes Church barely bite on that lefty, and that's all he needs to get the angle.
He mainly, I feel like he does step out with that left foot more. And then he does watch. He tries to get you to bite hard one way.
Yeah. And I think people are probably going to bite harder on his lefty. So he's thinking, if I step left, they might bite harder on my lefty because I'm already out here with so much angle. That time goes for a drop. Doesn't work out for him. So a close game 2 here. Finocchi Church up the mini break. Church gets it out pretty wide. This one's going to be able to be flicked right away. David Louis sort of falling when he hits, but able to stay out of the no-hit zone. Would be great from Louis to get a crucial break here. That one's going to go quite far. Gabe, smart to not hit on 2 there. Louis' second serve takes a breath. Now swings. That one is a wide ace. And that is huge momentum for WySpike Toxicity to go up the mini break now. He's going to get to serve again, feeling confident. He's going to take a breath, focus up on the ball. That's going to be a push. Finocchi handles it well. It's outside. No rotation around. Tries to get on that righty, but can't quite reach it. I think Luke Mowry's got to go around the backside a little faster.
Really well received by Gabe there.
Yeah.
Didn't overly bite on the cut. Perfect left hand out for the reverse.
And that's going to be a nice cut serve. The ball is up in the air, but just too far away from the net. Luke Mowry tries to slide in to make the recovery set. But Finocchi going to take his break right back. 15-14. It's nice and wide. Luke Mowry handles it well. Going to put it away with the left hand, jump far away from the no-hit zone this time. Doesn't want to make another infraction.
Yeah. I've noticed the biggest difference between this and the finals was that Garrett and Raul's recovery sets were all dimes. And so far, Toxicity hasn't been able to have that same consistency on those recovery sets.
Some of them they're getting, others.
Some, yeah, but that's what we got a close game right here because. Oh,
and that is a nice serve from Luke Mowry, the righty going a little bit wider than Finocchi expected. And that is a huge break. He's a big momentum player as well. Likes to get the momentum going. They're going to play this fault. Tries to dive for the ball right behind him. But Church going to make the nice push play.
Those long fingers. Yeah. Very good at those.
Both teams battling back and forth for this mini break. Looking like we could go into extras. That one's going to be rim. The wind picking up even more. Second serve is short, and Luke Mowry's all over it. And that is one thing that you know in Texas. If you play against Luke Mowry, you do not drop him. He's the quickest man in the South. So if you drop him, he's on it like a dime. David Louis going for the push again. Finocchi handles it well. It's off net. Oh, David Louis can't quite get it. Stuck in no man's land.
David played a defense expecting a really good set.
Right.
But the set was high off the left, and unfortunately David was already too close, and then it was this awkward positioning.
Finocchi faking both ways, looking for the lefty. Get a second one. A hold here is huge for WySpike. And there it is, the double fault. So one break for WySpike Toxicity could put them within striking distance to take game 2. Gonna look for the left, go for the right, it's a drop. Church can't quite get there, and that is a huge break for WySpike Toxicity. Up 19-17 now. At the end of the game, all they have to do is hold to win now. But Luke Mowry doesn't want to hold, he wants to swing wide. Church thinks high, Gabe thinks clean, and they're gonna take the ace. Luke Mowry absolutely hyped, steps out left, looking for the lefty again, it's wide. Church there to scoop it up, puts it right back. Luke Mowry tries to spin around and get it, can't quite reach it. So game point here, 18-20. Taylor Church is going to have to make something happen to make this comeback.
Dang.
Going to have to get 2 breaks to force it into overtime. Luke Mowry going to blast it away, and they are going to earn that pro bid. WySpike Toxicity, a new pro team on the field, certainly earned it, certainly played very well against some of the top players in the nation, and they're going to be taking second place. So huge victory for them. They're excited. They're hugging it out over there.
Wow, that was fun.
Yeah. Thank you to all the observers that observed for us today, and congratulations to Gabe Finocchi and Taylor Church as well. They played great games, all three on stream. So if you want to watch them, you can watch them again. We'll be putting all of these games that were streamed on the SRA YouTube channel. So if you want to see any more of those games, feel free to go back and look at them and like and subscribe. That would help us out a lot. I've been Matthew Burrows alongside Jarrett Rouse, and I think we're done here today. It's time to pack up and go home. Our next tour stop will be Chicago next week. So if you want more round net action, feel free to tune in next week on Saturday and Sunday for another live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching.